Okay, we fix it. There is sound. As Tony Robbins says, there's always a way. Okay, YouTube and the other channels should have sound already. So let me go back to the lesson. So the Tao. Okay, 1 second. Too much drama. Okay, one thing at a time. So, yeah. Sorry about that. When I'm in not my studio, got too many things going on. All right. Check, as they say in the movie industry. Cut. Let's do this again. All right. The lesson is, as Lao Tzu said, the Tao is nowhere to be found, yet it nourishes and completes all things. Okay? Now, again, don't get fixated on the word Tao, Dao. There are many ways to pronounce it. It really depends on the dialect that's being used. Now, I mentioned earlier, do not get to a lot of us. When you say, for example, a certain word, it's not actually the word, but what the word is pointing to. So the story is there's this scholar in China, and again, there are different versions of this. I think different teachers, depending on the culture, will create a story for it. But this particular one, I heard because Messenger talked about this scholar in China. His name is what the heck is the guy's name? Su Tongpo. Okay, and a big ego. So he would go and challenge different spiritual teachers. Spiritual teachings. And so he happened to visit this particular spiritual teacher with a bunch of sacred texts. And he went to the teacher and said, excuse me, could you please tell me what this spiritual text is telling me about? And the teacher said, I used to be a cook. Cook. And so I'm illiterate. I haven't studied to read and write. So basically he was a cook. Because of his spiritual development, he rose to become the head of the organization. So this not very arrogant and not too reverent scholar said, you are the head of this spiritual organization, yet you cannot read. The teacher was very nice, but at the same time, he wanted to stick it to him probably. He said, you're seeing the finger, you're not seeing the moon. In other words, he said, you can read the words, but you do not know what the words are pointing to. Words are like fingers. Don't look at the finger, you look at what the finger is pointing. So for some people who get fixated about little things like, and I know some of you getting upset, probably get upset with this, when people are arguing, you should say he, she, it, whatever the proper pronoun, that's the thing going on these days, right? The different genders. But if you look at it, when all is said and done, those are just the covering, the skin suit, if you will, of what the soul is wearing. What's important is the soul, the physical vehicle that it's been using. It's also important, but what's more important is the soul that's using the vehicle. Okay, just like the words, Tao, Dao. Don't get fixated, Dao, Tao, whatever, just like Kung Fu, Gung Fu. One's Mandarin, one's Cantonese. You have to what's important is what is that finger is pointing to. Okay, now we got that out of the way, because people love drama. Instead of trying to learn spiritual teachings, they like drama. Anyway, go find another teacher if you're that kind of person. Okay, simple as this. It says the Tao is nowhere to be found, yet it nourishes and completes all things. What does that mean? First of all, if you say Tao, the literal translation of Tao in Chinese is the way or the path. Okay, so some people say, on one level of truth, the path is going towards God. All right. Now, in India, this in Buddhism too, this can be called Dharma, the path, the spiritual path. That's not interpretation. You have to realize there are many levels of truth. When you say many levels of truth, your truth and my truth could be different, but we could both be right. Make sense? So just keep that in. There are many levels of truth. Just to kind of put it in proper perspective. When you study spiritual teaching, especially, you have to realize first level of truth could be inside the second level of truth, could be inside the third level of truth. That's why my teacher explained it. So, for example, if let's say we're talking about John, John is in Los Angeles. That's one level of truth. That's correct. And somebody says, no, John is in California. That's also correct. Somebody says, John is in the USA. That's also correct. All three truths could exist simultaneously. Then you have to look at truth where it depends on which perspective you're looking at from. That's basically what's behind the theory of relativity by Albert Einstein. A person looking at a train moving is saying, oh, I'm looking at it, the train is moving at 5 miles per hour. But if a person sitting in the train, looking inside the train, it looks like everything's standing still. It's a matter of perspective. That's being intelligent. Anything else is called fanaticism. Okay? Now let's go into the Tao. So it says the Tao is nowhere to be found, yet it nourishes everything. Basically, the Tao is everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Talk about screwing with your mind, right? How could something be everything and nothing at the same time? It's very simple. It's really, really simple. The essence of the universe is not just matter. The essence of universe is nothing, nothingness. And so the way my teacher explained it is you have sunya or shunya, right? Shunya is zero in Sanskrit, or I think in Hindi too, means zero, nothing. This it's devoid of matter. It's just pure energy. So if you want to get geeky, and in quantum mechanics, they call this the field. So if you take a box, you take all the matter out. This is called a mental or mind experiment. That's what that's how Einstein developed a lot of his teachings. Is mind, right? Intellectually speaking, you're able to extract all the matter out of it. It's still not a complete vacuum. There are still fields. So these fields that permeate in the universe, some smart dude, again, I forgot his first name, but Higgs, that's why it's called the Higgs field. So in the entire universe is fields. And these fields essentially has consciousness and intelligence. So quantum physics will tell you, the act of observing something affects it. That's called Heisenberg. It's called the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. The act of observing an electron affects it, so it goes away. So they never know where it is. They just say, it's approximately, the probability is somewhere here or there. Even so far, now you go, man, this is getting weird. Okay, let's oversimplify. Just imagine the entire universe is just fields. Fields. But every time a certain focus is put on any part of the field, that part where focus is made, either through human consciousness or whatever intelligence, guess what happens? That field starts to act like a particle. As it acts like a particle, then it starts having mass. Okay? So it's just like if I took a piece of cloth, let's say this just fields. As soon as I put attention on any part of it, it's like I crumpled it. I'm putting my attention there. Now this part starts acting like a particle and starts having mass. You go, great. What's that got to do with me? Okay, it's very simple. If you look at the reverse of it, let's say we're already that part of the field that has mass, which is your physical form, right? Your mass. You get on the scale, you go, man, that's too heavy. That's not right. Or you go, I need to gain some weight, whatever. That's the part where the field has already, let's just say, become focused or has conceptualized, to make it easy. Now, if you reverse the process, when you're doing your meditation, when you start going deeper and noticing that your bum or butt is not touching the chair anymore, or at least you don't feel it, and emotionally everything calm, your mind is quiet, you experience a certain level of freedom or nothingness because you're experiencing yourself, and yourself is just pure energy or field, but with consciousness. That is the soul. So when you say the Tao is everywhere and nowhere at the same time, basically when you do a deep spiritual practice and meditation, you experience yourself as this pure energy with no mass, but with consciousness. You start to tap into this entire network of pure nothingness or fields. That's what you call oneness. So the Tao, in its very essence, is saying that everything is consciousness. It's everywhere, but it's nowhere at the same time. So it can be everywhere, anywhere in this universe, but at the same time, if you don't put your focus on any particular part of the universe, it permeates all. It's just like if I drop a droplet of water into the ocean, it's now part of the ocean. It's everywhere in the ocean, but it's really nowhere because you cannot say, "Oh, it's over there. Oh, it's over there." But of course, the water doesn't have consciousness. You do, the soul, the spiritual self. So when you do our meditation and spiritual practice, the deeper you go in meditation, the more you start experiencing the Tao. And that's why the symbol is yin and yang. Why yin and yang? There are many levels through this. Not the purpose of this is just a short introduction. Then we go in meditation. Because in order to experience that pure nothingness and that universality or that oneness, you have to have a perfect balance of yin and yang. You go, oh, great. What does that mean? That can be interpreted as your masculine side and your feminine side have to be balanced. That's one way. Another way to interpret it is your spiritual practice. If you use too much yang energy, you use too much will, you're into technique, let me do this, I want to experience the Tao and everything, you experience nothing, as in zero, nothing happening. At the same time, you're too receptive, not too receptive, you're too sensitive, right? One is using will, one is like, oh, okay, I'll just take everything in. If you take everything in, if you don't reach that frequency where you're able to experience oneness with all, nothing happens. For example, if you're going through a lot of stress, a lot of anger, a lot of negative emotion, and you say, okay, I just want to let it flow. I experience some oneness. You know what's going to happen? You're going to feel oneness with all your crap. Simply because if the aura is dirty, the soul is so entangled, those thoughts and emotions, and you're saying, okay, I'll practice yin. I just allow everything to happen. Because yin is like receiving or soaking it in. Yang is going forward, right? Projecting. So if you're practicing yin and you haven't cleaned your aura, then you're going to sense and feel everything in your energy field. You never get anywhere. Well, the other one, you're using too much yang. Yeah, I'm going to experience oneness. You're pushing, but using so much will, you're not allowing what is around you. You're not, even if you reach a certain high frequency, you will not be able to allow the sensation, if you will, or the pure nothingness to permeate your consciousness. That's why the yin yang symbol could also mean the balance of yang energy and yin energy. When to concentrate, when to let go. So it's a perfect balance of male or masculine energy, feminine energy, yang practice, yin practice. That's that. So that's the essence of what he's saying. So depending on your spiritual practice and meditation will determine, are these two balanced, or are you using too much yin, or are you using too much yang? And it's not a one-shot deal. You know, when we do meditation twin hearts, when you're blessing the earth, that's yang. Right? May the earth be blessed with love. Although it's blessing with love, there's still a projecting process. The energy is still flowing through you. Make sense? Then, when we have you put your hands down, keep your eyes closed, keep your tongue on your palate. and you visualize a point of light or fire or something on top of your head, that's still partially projecting because you're visualizing, using your will. Now you'll notice we'll say, be still, be aware of that light. When you practice being still and being aware, that's when you yin state. And then you notice I chant, and you just silently chant. The act of chanting is yang. In between the yang of chanting, there's a space. What do? Nothing. That's where you go into yin. So you're going to balance yang, yin, yang, yin, yin. At some point, you go, be still, be aware, let go. Remember that? People always say, what do you mean by letting go? I know that's a question used to be sound really dumb to me. Like, let go of what? Well, here's what happens. When you say, let go of what? And you start searching, let go of this, let go of that. Then you go back into yang, you just lost the meditation. How much is that worth to you? Letting go is simply this. If you follow without overthinking it, just follow the meditation as you're being guided. When you get to a certain point, if you're following the CD, the sound with message or guiding it, or when I'm guiding you, when I say be still and let go, it means you already use enough yang energy to get to that frequency. You already got to the 5th floor, whatever that floor is. Now it's time to go sightseeing. Sightseeing means what? Let me observe. Yeah, this is nice. Let go means let go of any expectations of anything and just chill. That's nice. Oh, that feels good. I feel like I'm floating. I feel there's nothing. Whatever it is, you just say, let it happen. That's why instead of letting go, sometimes I go, just let things be. When you say let things be, like, okay, whatever, it's there. Or I say, let whatever happens, happens. This is for a lot of you who are overthinkers, so you actually be able to experience it. How do I know this? Because I was like that. For many years, I'm going, I can finish the meditation. People are already fainting. Oh, there's too much energy. I'm going, what's wrong with you guys? I'm going, I can finish it. Because my will, I finish the meditation. The message is let go. Let go of what? Make sense? That's what it is. Let go means let go of any expectations. Like chill. Okay, whatever happens, happens. Just float. That's why some of you actually experience that when you're so darn tired. Okay, let go. You fall asleep. Well, that's not the way to do it. You don't go that far, but it's almost close. Like, instead of going let go, you go let go, no expectations, but still keep your body awake. All right? I would highly recommend you study this lesson over and over again because I put a lot of content into this. Even though it's short time, there's a lot of deep teachings in there that are simple and took me many, many years of stupid experiments, screwing up to come up with it. And that's why it's so simple. Okay? Anyway, let's meditate. By the way, just for clarification, I don't take credit for this. It's because of continuous guidance from my teacher. All right, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, personally to my teacher, Master Chokhok Sui, Mahal Guju Mailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love. Thank you for your guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. We thank you. Again, to my teacher, Master Chokhok Sui, thank you. All right, tap your crown, put your hand like this. I am that. I'm not the body, I'm not the emotion, not the thoughts. I am the soul. I am the spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that, the soul, the spiritual self, a being of pure energy and light, pure nothingness, but with consciousness to control the body, the emotions, and thoughts. I am that. Just be still. Just leave your awareness on your crown. I'm connected in one to my higher soul. I'm connected in one to the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God. I'm one with God. I'm one with all. There is only oneness. Just be still. We are one. We are one with the infinite ocean of consciousness. We are one with the TAO. Be still. There's only oneness. Now open your hands in blessing. We'll do meditation twin hearts to take us even higher. Visualize the earth in front of you. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Where there's darkness, light. Sadness, joy. May every person, every being on earth be blessed with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and joy. So be it. So be it. So it is. May all be blessed. Now gently be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. And stay there. Your crown is filled with so much golden light. Allow the golden light to flow down through your hands and fill the entire earth. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. Just fill the earth with so much golden light. May all be blessed. So be it. So be it. So it is. May all be blessed. May all be blessed. So be it. Now be aware of your heart, be aware of your crown simultaneously. Fill the earth with golden light, even brighter than before. Now repeat after me. Our hearts are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. There's only oneness. From the center of the heart of God, just listen. From the center of the heart of God, through my spirit, through my soul, and through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace, inner healing. Let all be blessed with understanding, harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. So be it. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. Now gently lower your hands. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Just be still. Now just imagine a beautiful golden flame just floating above your head. Just a little golden candle flame just floating above your head. And just look at it. Look at it with your mind's eye. The image doesn't have to be clear. It's there. Just be still and listen. Allow your awareness to just drift into that space. Go deeper. Be still. Be aware of your inner condition, the inner stillness and the inner peace. Just observe and let go. Now, any sound, any noise you hear will just help propel you deeper and deeper into that stillness, into that ocean of light, which is also an ocean of nothingness. Now, gently, slowly, very gently and slowly come back to your body. Just gently move your fingers and your toes slowly and come back. Slowly come back. Take your time. Raise your hands again in blessing. Visualize all the people you love in your life. Fill them with beautiful pink light. Then visualize filling them with golden light. May all of them be blessed. May they be blessed with love, with kindness, with sweetness. May they be blessed with good health, with happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. If you know anyone going through difficult times in their life, with their health, with their relationships, fill them with beautiful golden light. May all of them be blessed. So be it. So be it, and so it is. Now, to bless you with your finances will improve. Be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Project golden light down into the earth. Okay? I've talked about this in some of the sessions before. Bless the earth below you with golden light. So from your feet, the base of your spine, and your hands, just fill the earth with golden light. It brings you back into your body, and good for your money. Good for your practicality. Okay, fill the earth with golden light. Repeat after me. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it, and so it is. May all be blessed. So be it. Continue filling the earth below you with golden light. And so it is. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, thank you in full faith. And so it is. All right, you can open your eyes. I hope you were able to understand and experience the TAO, which is pure nothingness. Some people call it spiritual liberation. When you feel like, man, you feel like you fell asleep, but I'm awake, I'm floating in the middle of nowhere, you're getting a glimpse of it. Now, to help you understand it better, when you experience this inner stillness and peace, and like just quiet, like you thought, man, that was like I was asleep and awake at the same time. You're getting a glimpse of who you are. So you, the soul, experiences that 24 hours a day times 100 intensity. So when you do your meditation, you're just getting a glimpse. As we keep doing this meditation, the glimpse gets bigger. It's just like a camera. You have a snapshot. If you keep it longer and longer and longer and longer, more light comes in. It's the same thing. The more you do your meditation, and the longer the stillness is, the more you experience who you are, a being of light. And then, at some point, you reach a certain level where it's simultaneously feeling that stillness and who you are, and you're also feeling like you're connecting to everything. Then the everythingness gets wider and wider. You're experiencing the Tao. So now you understand what Lao Tzu said, at least in a small level. The Tao is nowhere to be found. It's not material. Yet it nourishes and completes all things. That's what the yogis call nothingness or shunya. Pure energy with light and consciousness. Or you collectively put all that consciousness together in the universe says, that's God. So now you have better understanding. The Word made flesh. The divine essence took on a form. Okay, that's that. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. And just as a short announcement, on September 17 and 18, I'll be teaching the inner teachings of Buddhism, inner teachings of Hinduism and Feng Shui. So that's a balance of spirituality and blessing your spiritual and material sacred space. Just go to mastercode.org, because I know in Instagram it doesn't have it, but in the other platforms, you've seen the banner I put up. Okay, we will see you in 7 hours and 20 minutes. At least that's the plan, unless something changes with the schedule with Tony Robbins. I think he's going to be in stage in a few hours, so let's see what happens. I do my best to support him because that's how I get my best leverage. As he helps millions of people, I do my best to help him. So in a way, indirectly, I'm helping those people. What a deal. And he's a dear, dear friend. He and his family are dear friends. And, we also have this with Sage. Like last night, we had this interesting conversation about life's challenges and how oftentimes the soul, the spiritual self, is wrapped up so much in drama that we forget who we are. But when we realize that we're the soul, that we're one with God, with one with all, then we have a better understanding of looking at situations in life, not through our human eyes, but through God's eyes. Interesting. Anyway, namaste everyone. We will see you 7 hours and 17 minutes from now, give or take. All right. I hope the sound and everything else worked out. Again, I'm not in my studio, so there are certain things beyond my control. Namaste. May you all be happy, healthy, and wealthy. Okay. God bless. See you later. Take good care.